is Irina Blount from La La Land Crafts. Today is day 11 of our 24 days of tutorial series. I'm starting on our YouTube channel with 12 tutorials first, and then our design team is going to join in on our blog on December 13th. We are having a giveaway along with this event. We're giving away 3 $50 gift certificates to our online store, to lalalandcrafts.com. To enter into the giveaway, we ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment on the videos during the first 12 days, and then comment on our blog starting on day 13. We are going to announce the winners on December 25th. The winners will be picked at random from all of the comments, so please comment. We also have a winter sale for the 20% off on all La La Land Crafts products in our online store. The coupon code is ADVENT2021, and the sale is valid until Christmas Day, until December 25th. Today we are making this card folio. It's turned out more than actually what I started with. I was going to do just a simple card with this design on the front, but once I started, it turned into being a little bit more than just a card. So I can't wait to show you how I made it. Let's go ahead and start with the tutorial. And once again, for the second day in a row, as you can see, I have a lot going on here on my desk. I swear I was gonna do just a simple card with just the front and embellish a little bit on the inside, but it really got away from me, and I just kept on adding more and more things. So let's go through the layers first. For our card base, I have dark gray cardstock measuring 7 by 11, and then it's scored in half at 5.5. Then I have 4 layers of lighter gray cardstock, and these are 6.5 by 5. 4 layers of metallic gold, 4 3/4 by 6.25. 2 layers of ivory cardstock, 4.5 by 6. Then I have another layer of ivory cardstock, and this one is 4.5 by 6.5, and I scored on the side at 1/2 inch. From designer paper, I have 2 layers at 4.5 by 6. Then have 2 smaller layers of light gray cardstock, 3.25 by 4 3/4. Then from the paper, 1 3 3/4 by 5.25, and 2 4.5 by 3. Then one more from the same, as we have the larger layers there, and this is kind of leftover, so when you cut this you're going to have a scrap, and I cut it down to 4.25 by 1.5. The papers that I am using are from our Christmas cheer paper pack, and I love the more kind of muted tones in this paper pack, and I think these are great for when you need more of the kind of masculine look to your projects, or kind of country look. There are so many different designs that you can use. I just love these colors. All of the gray cardstock that I'm using on this card is from this same pack, and this is from Michael's. That's their Recollections line, and this one is called Architecture. It's 65 pounds. I usually prefer 80 pounds, but it still worked out just fine. And the gold paper, the gold metallic cardstock, is also from Michael's, also from Recollections brand, and this one is just called Gold Foil, also in 65 pounds. For my die cutting, I die cut from darker gray cardstock one of the trees. This is the new die. From the curved pocket die, this is how the die comes. I cut the main shape from Ivory Cardstock. I cut this label, this one right here, from the designer paper. And then I cut this rounded label from the same die from light gray cardstock. From the snow globe die, this is the part of the snow globe die, I die cut this part, the base, from chipboard. Then I die cut it from gold cardstock and from the designer paper. From Jingle Bell wreath, I die cut the wreath shape from the dark gray cardstock. Then reindeer head, I die cut it twice, one from chipboard, one from gold cardstock. With the scallop rectangles, one rectangle in gold. From gift card envelope, I use this small circle and I die cut it once from dark gray cardstock and once from gold, and I put the gold tree inside of it. From pierced scallops ovals, I die cut, this is the smallest shape, from gold cardstock. Then all of the rest of this here is to make our deer. First I have from double stitched eggs, I die cut them once from chipboard, so all of the sizes, and I have the middle egg twice. And then from the same, from the eggs die, I die cut the largest one in light gray, the middle size from light gray and darker gray, and then small egg from light gray. And then from the deer builder die, I die cut all of the parts, they're all right here from chipboard. I die cut legs twice, so there are right and left leg here, so I die cut the whole thing once and then I die cut 2 more legs. Then from light gray cardstock, I die cut 4 legs, so 2 of each, and eyes and ears. Then from the medium kind of gray cardstock, I die cut just his hair and the eyelids. And then from dark gray cardstock, I have 4 legs, so 2 of each again. And then his antlers, eyes, and nose. We will also be using our double stitch rectangles die and inverted scallops rectangles die, and these are the largest shapes in the die. Since the deer has so many different parts, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble him first so I don't risk of losing anything. I'm going to put the eggs onto the chipboard first. And then I'm going to add all of the parts of the deer onto the chipboard pieces as well. The only thing that I am not going to glue on chipboard are the legs that are die cut from the darkest gray cardstock. Then for his eyes, I'm going to leave these little circles in the chipboard pieces. I'm going to pop them from the light cardstock and glue them on like this, and then from the darkest cardstock I'm only going to use little circles to do the die inlay. I find it easier to actually add adhesive here on the eyes and then just put the pieces from cardstock over, because these are quite small. Now from the darkest legs, from the darkest cardstock, we're going to cut off the bottoms, kind of his feet for his for the hooves. So where this part kind of rounds up, I'm going to continue with this line and snip this off. So it gives me this shape. And I'm going to do the same on all 4 of this. So this just takes a minute. And then I'm going to glue them on top of the legs that I already have here. So that's... So now that all of our parts of the deer are glued on chipboard, we can start assembling. I'm going to grab the largest egg. I'm going to turn it upside down like this, and then the medium size in light gray, and glue them together about 1/4 of an inch from the top. These double stitched eggs are actually a base for all of our critter builder dies. So we have Build a Bunny, we have Bear Builder that we used on 2 tutorials during the series, and there's also an Owl Builder. Then the other medium size and the smaller size egg, I'm going to glue it this way. So my medium size egg is pointing down and the smaller egg is pointing up. I'm going to glue it like so. Then we can glue the nose on the bottom of the smaller egg. Up to the stitching, or rather down to the stitching, all the way down to the stitching there. Then we have his ears, and they are going to be from the back, and his antlers are going to be from the back. And then we have this little piece for his hair. How cute! These critters, the builder critters, are so much fun because you can use different colors of cardstock to build them. You can use things in different ways, like position them differently to give them different attitude. Cute, cute. Now we have his eyes and eyelids. So we can put the eyelids on first. So I'll do a little bit of that adhesive here and then sit the eyelids on. And then we can position and see how we want his eyes to go. Look how cute. You can also try to do like for a more whimsical, you can do googly eyes, try that. I'm just gonna stick with this for this project. Cute. You can pull them out, like get them closer. You change like little things and the whole attitude of the critter changes. So much fun. Now we are not going to attach his head on just yet because there's one more thing I want to do. But I want to show you what you can do, different options with his legs. You can have his front legs wider and then the back legs kind of on the back, so they'll be a little tucked in because they're on the back. You can do it this way. You can make him sit. I like it like this. I think it's really cute. So you can make him sit this way and then have the other legs coming from here. Look how fun. So he can be sitting like this. On today's project, we are going to have his front legs a little bit to the sides, and then his back legs are going to be behind like this. So I'm actually going to start with the back legs, and then our front legs are going to overlap a little bit there. So let's go ahead and do the back legs first. And the main thing here is just to try your best to have him standing on the same line. So if this would be where he's standing on, right? So make sure that both of the legs are the same length. Might as well just keep the ruler here so I can double check myself. And then front legs are gonna go a little longer and they're going to overlap here in front. I'll glue them on in a second. So right now I'm just gluing the legs to the body, and then I'll make sure they are attached there as well. Then I can lift it here just a tiny bit and add adhesive here, and the same on the other side. And we are going to stop at this point with the deer, so we have all of the parts together, and we'll finish him off when he's ready to go on the... Next, I'm going to pull one of my gold metallic cardstock, one of the large shapes of this designer paper, one of the large light gray cardstock, and the scalloped rectangle that we already die cut. And I'm going to die cut using our rectangles dies. I'm going to die cut with the double stitch rectangles from this rectangle here. So I'm just going to line it up like this and run it through my die cutting machine. With the same double stitch rectangles, I'm going to die cut from this designer paper, from the pattern paper, and I'm just going to center it all the way around and die cut it like that. With the same double stitch rectangle, I'm going to die cut frame from the gold cardstock. So I'm going to run it, center it, and run it through the die cutting machine like this. And then with the inverted scallops rectangle, I'm going to die cut this from the light gray. And here's what I got. I have my frame and the rectangle. Then I have my frame and the rectangle. And the same from the gold cardstock, I have frame and rectangle. And because it's double stitched, you can see we have stitching on both sides. And then from gray cardstock, this is the inverted scallops. And you can see we have the scallop detail with the piercing on the gray layer. We're going to put all of the small pieces aside for now, and we're going to assemble our frame. This is the order they're going to go in. We have our light gray, we have our gold, then the frame from the pattern paper, and gold frame on top of it. Look how stunning that looks. Just so gorgeous. I just love using the inverted scallops on the inside of the frame. I just think it adds so much interest, so much dimension. Now this layer of the pattern paper, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, we are going to glue it right in the center on the front of our card. These muted colors look so good together. I really wanted to do at least one project in this series in these colors, because I think it works on the cards, more of the masculine cards for boys of any age. Before we attach this layer, this frame onto the card, we are going to add our little base right here, and this is from the snow globe die. I'm going to pop these little openings here. I can close this on the back with the double-sided tape. Just make sure it doesn't come off while I'm working on it. Now we can glue the little gold piece that goes all the way around, and then we'll add the centerpiece from the... I die cut it from the same designer paper as the one on the frame. I kind of like the continuation of that, but you can choose different paper from the paper pack for more contrast if you wish. Now we're going to glue our label onto the bottom of our frame. I have tape here I can remove the backings from. And I'm going to position it. It's going to go over the frame a little bit. I just want to have some space in between here. So about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. And then on the bottom of the frame like this. And now I need to push this, make these holes to go all the way through the cardstock right there on the other side. And then we can put the braids through the whole layer. Going to add the foam all the way around, and then we're going to pop this whole frame onto our card front. You can go ahead and pop this in the center this frame, it just looks so gorgeous. Of course, you can use it in your scrapbook pages too, or in the albums. You can put actual photographs there, photograph there. Looks really, really cute. Now on the inside, on both of my ivory layers, and these are 4.5 by 6, I'm going to use my scoring board and give them 1/8 of an inch frame all the way around. I already glued my light gray, gold, ivory with the embossed frame, and this layer, the stitched rectangle, is from the inside of our frame. I'm going to glue this piece. This is from the inside of the gray, from the inverted rectangle, scallops rectangle, so that's gonna go on here. When you die cut your pocket, it will give you embossed lines for folding. So I'm going to fold on all of the score lines. And now we can see where we're going to position our layering piece there. This label you can also put on the front of the pocket. That's how it was designed, but this is the other use for it. We can use it as a liner. So about right there. Before we put our pocket on, I'm actually going to unfold the flaps, and we are going to assemble our label piece in here. So we have our scalloped oval first, then the label, and then we're going to put our circle with the tree and the tree inside of it. Now with my Wear Memory Keepers punch, I'm going to punch the holes on from the whole layer. I'm positioning them over the ones that are on this label, and then we can put the breads through. I added double-sided tape on all of the 3 sides of our pocket, and now we can put it on to the layer. Look how cute that looks. Am I saying cute a lot this time again? Well, this card is probably more gorgeous than cute, but still cute. So I'm opening the tape a little bit to the sides first, like that. You can position the pocket in place and then press on the sides where the tape already exposed, and then just pull it slowly. And this kind of gives you time to reposition it if needed. And this is our cute pocket on the side of the card, and it's designed size to fit a gift card, or you can put a tag in there or a note or anything like that. Now on the other side, on the left side of our card, we are going to do kind of a flip page. So I have here my gray and gold together already. Then I'm going to grab one of the ivory layers that I already embossed, and the other ivory layer that we have the score on the side. Before we glue this on, I'm going to do partial die cutting. I'm going to take, this is the largest size, this is the same size that we've been using throughout this project, and I'm going to cut off about 1.25 inches from the bottom. But the way I'm going to cut it, I'm going to do partial cutting. So I'm going to slide my layer in. See how my die is facing down, but we are only going to cut off from the bottom, so the opposite side from the embossed line. So I'm going to go and run it through my die cutting machine just like this, just from this side. So now when I remove it, I have this layer with the scalloped border on the bottom, and then I have this layer that came off, this little scrap we're going to use on the back of the card, so I'm putting to the side for now. I'm going to fold this now on the 1/2 inch fold that we created. Miter the corners, so just cutting little triangles off there. And then we're going to attach it on the top of this layer. So it's going to be kind of a flip page here. So it's gonna go like this. Gonna turn it to the other side, add either glue or double-sided tape on the flap right here. And close. Is this fun? Now we can go ahead and attach this onto our gold and gray layer. This little piece of the pattern paper that we have, the same paper as on the frame on the front, this is 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. We're going to glue it under on the bottom layer of our flip page, and I'm going to position it between my score lines right here. So now when we close this page, we have a nice kind of liner on the bottom, and then it all goes together, right? Look, with all of the paper, pattern paper kind of gets carried off throughout all of our project. So now we can go ahead and glue this on the inside, on the left side of our card. Next we have our gold rectangle, and this was one of the rectangles we cut out from the frames from the front. I have my gray layer, I have my pattern paper, the wreath, the deer head. And now we're going to attach this whole layer onto this part of the flap right here. I'm going to bring it just a little bit lower from the scallops. So when I put adhesive, I'm going to leave about 1/2 inch from the bottom without the adhesive. And glue this on. This card, well, not even a card anymore, project kind of took the life of its own. I swear I was going to start just with the frame card like this, but then it was asking for more and more, and I kept on adding things to it. For the back, I have my light gray and gold already together. Then I'm going to use this pattern paper. Then we have again the gold, one of the gold that came from the front, gray and pattern paper. Now I'm going to grab our leftover that we have, the scallop layer from here, and I'm going to cut it to the size of my pattern paper. So I'm going to cut it down to 3 inches and glue it on the bottom, and this will be kind of like a snow hill kind of right here. And then we can put our trees in front of it. And now we can add this layer to the back of our card. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, this whole thing can be just a simple card. You can use this, all of these ideas, all of these layers together look really great for the front of the simple Christmas card. So now back to our deer. I'm going to position him so he's standing on our base. So we need to add some foam tape behind his body right here. And I'm going to put adhesive on the bottom of his feet and then position him on. About right here. I think it's good. And now you can just glue his head on, and you can have the straight, you can have it leaning to the side, tilted to one side or another. But what we are going to do on this project, we are going to put it on the wobble. So these are by Hampton Art. They're called Action Wobbles. These are mini ones. Really, for this size of the head, we could use probably a larger size, but this is all I have. So I'm going to grab one of the wobble things, and it's going to be attached to the base with the thicker piece, and then where the head is, on the head, with the skinnier part. So on the skinnier on the thin part of the wobble. It's kind of cut in half, the backing paper, so we can go ahead and remove the backing. And I'm going to position it right close to his antlers right there and try to center it. And then I'm going to remove the backing from the larger piece. And I'm going to position his head a little bit tilted to begin with. And now look at this. Does not that make you smile? Cute. So if you're sending it to a younger gentleman or lady, you can also decide to add the scarf and the hat. And the scarf and the hat are, his head doesn't want to stay still now. The scarf and the hat are from Bear Builder die, so I just die cut it from there and using the same papers from the same from this same paper pack from Christmas cheer. Look how cute it is. You can also make him into a Rudolph and give him a red nose. Adorable. I kind of want him to wear this scarf and the hat now. I think it looks really, really cute. But I think for this card, I'm going to leave them off. And card folio, right? Keep on saying card. So I think this card would work for not just Christmas or holiday occasions. You can use it for any occasions. It's just kind of masculine country feel colors and the patterns. And we have front with the frame, and I can't stop playing with this little deer. And then we have the flap page on the inside. You can write your messages here. Then we have the pocket for the gift card or for the tags. And then it's finished on the back. So I hope you liked today's project. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to comment on the video for a chance to win one of 3 $50 gift certificates to our online store. Can't stop playing. This is addicting. Please use the 20% off coupon code if you are shopping on our website. The code is Advent2021 and it's valid until December 25th. And this is all for me for today. Can you believe we only have one more project left? I will see you tomorrow for day 12. Bye for now. Much love.